Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge placarded numerous times that he's married to Taylor. Although Taylor is happy to be back together with Ridge, she wants to make their commitment functionary. This week, the couple is having regale at Tu Giardino when Taylor asks an important question. "I want you to be my hubby." Taylor pulls out a ring. "Tell me you want that too." Taylor's offer leaves Ridge speechless, and it'll be intriguing to see what his response is. Nick just so happens to witness Taylor's offer to Ridge. As anticipated, he snappily rushes to Brooke to tell her the news. What did he say? Brooke asks about Ridge's response. Brooke has been hopeful about a reunion with Ridge, but Nick's news might dash her dreams. Still, she'll find plenitude of comfort from Nick, who'll mend her broken heart. Taylor may soon realize what all suckers of Ridge and Brooke has been saying each on. Taylor is about to realize that Ridge is end over Brooke before the two of them reunite laterally this time. Will Taylor eventually realize the verity? Ridge has told Taylor times and again that she's the woman he wants to be with. Still, Ridge's conduct clearly speaks louder than his words. Could Ridge's egregious covetousness of Nick eventually get it through Taylor's head that Ridge is in no way over Brooke no matter what he says? If Ridge was over Brooke, what she and Nick does would not bother him. Ridge wanted Brooke to pay for joining in on the preemption at Forrester Creations. Brooke didn't tell Ridge what she planned to do. Still, Brooke was actually trying to help get the company back for Ridge. Ridge ran straight to Taylor simply because he knew it would hurt Brooke as much as she had hurt him. Taylor knew that commodity was bothering Ridge after coming home from work. Ridge has seen Brooke and Nick talking at the Forrester Creations. Of course, Nick knew that he was getting to Ridge, who pushed to try to make Nick feel inferior. Still, Nick would just goad Ridge back as the two of them fought from Brooke's blessing. Taylor refocused out to Ridge that Brooke was a big girl and could make her own choices. Ridge claimed that he'd the right to point out that Brooke was making a mistake and could date whoever she wanted to. Ridge planned to always tell Brooke if she's ain't doing effects that he liked. Does this set off fear buttons for Taylor? Ridge will eventually end up out and down from Taylor. When Ridge and Brooke eventually end up out of city and alone together, it seems that Ridge will eventually see formerly and for all exactly what Brooke means to him. Ridge cannot live without Brooke no matter what he allowed. Ahead. Eventually Ridge admits to Brooke that she's his fortune. Ridge and Brooke will eventually make it back together and covenant no way to be separated again. What happens when Taylor has a reprise response and her broken heart threatens to kill her again? Will Ridge stay with Brooke where he knows he belongs or go back to Taylor to cover her heart from killing her with broken heart pattern again? Brooke could be using Nick to break up Ridge and Taylor. Could Brooke really fall for Nick this time and move down from Ridge rather of continuing to pine down for him now that he has moved on? Ridge loves Brooke and admits that he always will. Eric has tried to move Ridge that he belongs with Brooke. Still, Ridge refuses to break Taylor's heart again. Taylor came home believing that she was dying from heart failure. What Taylor was suffering from was actually broken heart pattern. Ridge has promised Taylor that he wouldn't break her heart again and has told Steffi that he'd no way hurt her mama again. Ridge is determined to keep Taylor happy no matter how important he loves and misses Brooke. How long will Ridge be suitable to stick to his defenses? Now that Nick is back in city, he wants to give Brooke the life she's missing. Nick knows that Brooke believes that Ridge is her fortune and that she wants to win him back from Taylor. Nick also knows that Ridge always goes back and forth between Taylor and Brooke. Ridge runs too. Nick is offering Brooke the world and all he's asking for is for Brooke to walk down from Ridge. Will Brooke take what Nick is offering and eventually choose to be happy rather of staying for Ridge to stop waffling? Can Brooke give Nick a true chance to make her happy and partake a life with her? Is Brooke ready to give Nick another chance? Ridge was worried when he walked by and saw Brooke with Nick at Forrester Creations. Ridge demanding rudely an answer to why Nick was there. Nick and Brooke just looked at Ridge offering no explanation. Maybe Nick will make it plain that he's there to give Brooke the love and devotion that she deserves. Is Nick Brooke's knight in shining armor ready to whisk her down from LA and Forrester Creations? Could Brooke leave City and join Nick at Marone, leaving behind that life she formerly allowed? She and Ridge would have and hanging on to the man who truly showed her unconditional love? Is Brooke fated to be with Nick rather of Ridge? Ridge and Nick swapping cuts, Steffi fussing for her future, and Luna getting in good with Hayes and the Sand Summer Academy. Ridge saluted Nick with the exact quantum of respect you'd anticipate from him. Nick snarked right back. Nick was all smiles as he complimented Ridge on recovering his company and his reunion with Taylor. How grand. How special. Is there a marriage in their future? Ridge called him out on being too interested in his love life. Why is that? Doesn't he have his own love life to worry about? Nick admitted he was a veritably single gentleman for now. He's in City to find his fortune. Ridge, what do you know about fortune? Brooke nearly squealed with delight. There's nothing she likes better than two men fighting over her. When Nick took his leave, Ridge jumped right into vilifying Nick and prompting Brooke to stay down from him. She's too good for him. Stay down from him. It was clear that Ridge was suffering with a strong bout of covetousness. Steffi and Taylor tried to relax knowing the kiddies were safe and sound at the new summer program. Taylor expressed how thankful she was for Liam's liberality. Steffi agreed. It was because of Liam that she could breathe a shriek of relief. Steffi also participated her anguish over Liam's impending death. She cried for herself, for Liam, and for their son. Kelly would soon lose her father, and that's just too woeful to suppose about. Steffi and Taylor also gabbled about Finn and Luna. He may not owe Luna anything and can't have her around, but they knew it was hurting him. Finn is too good of a man to turn his reverse without guilt. Steffi needs to stay strong for her hubby, her children, and Liam in the face of all this stress, anxiety, and peril. She just hoped her children wouldn't flash back Luna, especially Hayes. All the kiddies showed off their pails of novelties to Ms. Dillon, and oh, boy, was little Hayes proud of himself. When the schoolteacher took the kiddies outside, he stayed behind to collect commodity he left before, and Luna took that as her occasion to spend a stolen alternate with her little family. She gave him an origami crane, which pleased Hayes to no end. Ahead long, the schoolteacher called him outside and their little match and hail was over. He was happy to show off his new prize not just with his schoolteacher, but with Electra too when she arrived. Electra took Hayes home where they showed off his new little curiosity and told the story of a nice lady giving it to him. Everyone assumed it was an arbitrary woman on the sand. Oh boy, were they wrong. Hayes ran off to play, leaving Electra to tout how great Steffi's kiddies are as Steffi shocked about her children's futures. Back at the sand house, the schoolteacher came upon Luna making further origami art and invited her to be a guest artist for the class. Luna was pleased, veritably pleased. She introduced herself as Sunshine as Dylan told the story of the old academy burning down and giving her details on the art program. Broken hearts, it appears Will and Electra's relationship is over. This week, Luna is surprised when Will visits her and tells her the news. When Luna asks why the couple broke up, Will says that Electra doesn't excite him. A pleased Luna uses the occasion to make her move on Will. You like peril? Luna asks as she cozies up to the youthful Spencer. I wouldn't be then if I didn't, Will replies. Affects snappily toast up between the two as they kiss. It seems like Luna eventually gets her want of being with Will. Is it too good to be true? Could this be a plot by Will and Electra to trap Luna? Or could Luna be having a fantasy? One thing for certain, she's not giving up on Will. While there's no mistrustfulness that she's the current occupant villain, there was some stopgap that the character would at least soon be redeemed. But that doesn't feel to be the case presently. Rather, the pen sounded to have fitted Luna into Steffi and Finn's life as the villain in a plot that will most probably be reclaimed time and time again. Luna was only made to be Finn's son for Sheila. Finn was offered for Sheila formerly again. The Pens didn't watch for a Finn-Luna bond, they only watched to produce a bond between Sheila and Luna. They no way should have gone down this road with Luna to begin with. I was okay with her being a tertiary character. The focus on her feels fully unearned. Her motive for killing Tom ended up being enough meaningless. Still, I would have rather her started off as a manipulative gold digger than jumping right to a killer with daddy issues, if we had to go down the route of making her a villain. Wash, wash, repeat. Nudnik. I didn't need her being redeemed, but there was no point in making her Finn's son if he doesn't want to be her father. It doesn't make sense to open the frontal door to a plot only to lock every door down the hallway. Now the only room available is the one without a door because it's been demurred down so numerous times the possessors decided it wasn't worth fixing presently. Why get invested when you can see what's in the room without walking down the hall?